Let's get into this one. Today we are talking all about individuality. So what do I mean by this? Basically, individuality, I'm talking in sense of trading, of course, because that's why we're here. We're learning how to trade, but also in the sense of like your life at the same time. So basically, we want to be who we are. We don't want to be trying to copy other people and trying to be exactly how they are and following everything they do, because some of the things they do, it's not going to fit with us and it's not going to feel right. You're going to have that gut feeling of like something's wrong, I'm missing something, this doesn't work, something like that. So basically, we want to take that as well as have that implemented into our life, being ourselves. We also want to implement that onto the charts. So in order to do that, we don't want to be using strategies that aren't going to work for us. So pretty well, there's thousands and thousands of different trading strategies out there. As you would have seen, you can literally go on YouTube, type day trading strategy, and you will have about 8 different things pop up of different ways to trade. Some people trade support and resistance. We trade smart money concepts. Others trade breakouts. Others trade trend lines. Others trade based on indicators. There's so many different ways to trade, because as traders, whatever makes sense to us and whatever we can capitalize on, that's the way we should be trading. So because of that, there is so many different ways to trade and so many different ways of viewing the market that different traders, every single trader views the market differently as well. So that is important. That is pretty much why there is so many ways to trade, because other traders see the market differently. You'll have buyers when you're on a sell, stuff like that. Obviously, that's how the market works, so we already know this. But we want to be making sure that we are using a strategy that makes sense to us. So if my strategy makes sense to you, then that's good, perfect, 100%. It makes sense to me. That's why I teach it. That's why I trade it. That's why we make money off of it. All of this, right? It makes sense to me, so I'm going to be trading it. Support and resistance, I mean, it sort of makes sense to me, but I wouldn't be able to take trades off it. I wouldn't be profitable. Why? That's just not the way that I'm viewing the market. I did learn bits of it because, it's basics. But ever since I've been taught this way, it makes so much more sense to me this way. It's clicked. It's helped me become profitable. And yeah, that's the way I trade, because that's the way I view the market. If this is not making sense to you, obviously don't just do it once and then be like, this shit doesn't work because I took 3 losses or whatever. Give it some time. If it makes sense to you, make it work, and then go from there. Stick to the one strategy. Don't change it. That's what you want to do. But at the same time, don't just pick someone's strategy and fully copy it. If it doesn't all make sense to you, or you're back testing it and you notice different things, different improvements that could be made, something like that, bits of someone else's strategy that makes sense, but it's not included in another strategy, then add it together. That is another part of individuality, is basically take bits from other people's strategies, put them all together and make it your own. Trade it as long as it makes sense to you, and as long as you've back tested it and it all makes sense in terms of the profits, in terms of the risk, all of that, and everything looks good, then stick to that. That is your strategy. That is you. Do not let anybody else tell you that you're doing something wrong. If it makes sense to you and you have proven to yourself with your back testing and all of that, that you can make money off of this strategy, the strategy makes sense, it's profitable, don't change it. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, look, I wouldn't have done that if I were you because XYZ. That's fine. That's the way that guy views the market. He may have taken a win on that day. You may have taken a loss. It is what it is. The next day, your thing will play out. You'll take a win. His thing, whatever he said, won't play out. He won't be taking a win. It's just the way that the market works. Not everyone is going to be right all of the time. That is why not everybody wins in this game. So in saying that as well, not letting people tell you how to trade, you should also not let people tell you how to be living your life. I said this before. I said I didn't want to just focus on trading, because some of this stuff also implements into real life. In real life, people are always going to be telling you what you should or should not be doing, right? Obviously, there's the major things like don't commit crimes and shit like that. That makes sense. But apart from that, if you have a certain routine that you know works for you in terms of waking up in the morning or something like that, then follow it. Don't let someone be like, oh, you know what? I wouldn't have my coffee at that time. Why? Because I'd do this, blah, 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 and then have the coffee. Mate, you have the coffee whenever the heck you want to have a coffee. I don't even drink coffee. People tell me, everybody around you drinks coffee. I don't drink coffee. But do I listen to the other people saying, oh, you should drink coffee? No. I just wake up and I don't know what I do, actually, to be honest. I don't really have breakfast either. But it is what it is. That's me. That's what I do. And I make it work. And I go from there. That's how I live my life. You don't let nobody else tell you what you should or should not be doing. If you're just coming out of high school, or you're still in high school or something like that, even if you're not, like, it doesn't matter where you are in life, and you're learning how to do this trading stuff, and you have a friend that maybe has learned tried to learn how to do trading, and they're like, oh nah, that's a scam, that doesn't work, this, that, the other. They've got all these negatives to say about it. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to what they're saying. You are on your own journey. You take your own fucking path in this life. You figure this out by yourself. This will work for you if you're putting in enough hard work. That's the reason that most of these traders quit, is because they're not putting in the hard work. The hard work is the most important part. All of this shit that's in this course and that's the simple stuff. The break-of structure, the liquidity sweeps, the swing points, the blah, blah, blah. That's easy. Super easy, super simple. You draw it down, you write it down once, and you're done. You know it, you understand it. The hard work comes when you're putting it in every single day, repetitively, going into the markets, doing each and every single thing correctly that your plan and strategy tells you to do, and then you go from there. Don't let no one tell you how to live your life as well. If whatever age you are as well, this is what I was gonna say, but I kind of got sidetracked. Whatever age you are as well, don't let people say that are older than you or something, oh, at your age you should be doing this instead. The only people you should be taking inspiration off of is people that are living the life that you want to live. If there's someone, maybe in your family, maybe a close friend or something, and they're telling you, oh, you're only young, you're only 20, you shouldn't be trying to day trade and focusing all your efforts on trying to build your future or whatever, because you're 20. You should be out partying, you should be out doing this and that and living your life and having fun. But then you look at the situation they're in, and they're in a basic house. They don't like their job that they're in. This, that, the other. You can list all these negatives that you don't like and you don't want your life to be like. Why the hell would you be listening to them? If they're telling you, oh, back in my day when I was your age, I did this, that's what you should be doing. And then you look at them where they're at now. Man, I don't want to live like that. You did this in your life. Cool, absolutely fine. Be happy. You thought that was the only years that you had to be fun. I understand that if I put in the work now, then in the future, I'll be able to enjoy it way more days. You're in a job that you hate. I'm not. I don't want to be. Why? Because I put in the work early. I didn't listen to what you think I should have been doing, and I did my own thing. Individuality. I'm not taking advice off of nobody that's living a life that I don't want to be living. I'm taking advice off of the people that are above me, living better than me, living with supercars, living with supermodels, living with these houses on the water and blah, 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 and this and that, and they got yachts and everything that you want in a life. Listen to those sort of people. Don't be listening to the people that are down at your level or below it and telling you how you should be living your life. That's not your life. You've got bigger plans for that. And this is what we got to do with our mindset. We basically have to have a great mindset in life in order to transition that into trading. A great mindset in life will improve your trading. You'll benefit in trading if your mindset is correct. So that's all that this entire course is about. Well, the White Rose bit at least. Get your mindset right. Be the person that you are. Learn the way you want to learn. Trade the way you want to trade. Live the life you want to live. If you don't want to go out partying and wasting years of your life when you could be studying this, do that, because you know the rewards that you can get instead of those people and those older people that are living the life that you don't want to live and telling you how you should live it. It doesn't make sense. Only listen to the people living a better life than you, because if you want that better life, they're there. Pick up habits that they have, but again, make it your own. Pick up little habits from this person, bits of habits from this guy, bit about a boom, shibadum, put it together. That's you. Just a little quick one for this lesson. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you took something out of it. Build up your individuality, and I'll see you in the next one.